now, OK, sort of policies we're having announced today, like, for instance, Gillian Keegan, the Education Secretary, announcing, well, again, it is being billed a lot as a mobile phone ban in the classroom. Now, head teachers have been completely free to ban mobile phones in classrooms anytime they wanted. I've been saying for many, many years that if your school, your child's school allows mobile phones in the classroom, or in my view, any time during the school day, yeah, you can have it in your bag or have it in your locker. If it comes out during the school day at any point, there isn't an instant suspension for that, not just a 10, but second offence suspension, then you shouldn't send your kid to that school because the head teacher hasn't got a clue what they're doing, frankly. It's so blatantly obvious to anyone with half a brain that kids should not have their mobile phones during the school day. But a lot of schools don't do it. Again, should be a giveaway to you not to send your kid there. However, Gillian Keegan has said, look, they're a distraction, and certainly in the wake of various cases recently of how mobile phones are being used by youngsters, that the argument is they're going to give sort of 4 different, they're called pathways, because people in government don't talk in normal English. They're going to have pathways for how they're going to enable head teachers to bring this rule in. So you could ban them completely. You can have, detention if people have them, whether or not you're allowed to have them in your bag, but they have to be off, or whether they're in their locker. We're asking a question about this today. The question is, new guidance for head teachers to ban mobile phones in schools. I want to know, do you welcome this? Tell us what you do. Tell us why you don't. Tell us what happens at your kids' school. Or if you're young enough, tell us what happened at your school. I've had the whole team talking to me about the rules for mobile phones at their schools. Yeah, I'm 55. They hadn't even thought of mobile phones then. But do give us a call on 0344 499 1000, text on 87222, or get in touch on X at TalkTV. Calls are charged at the national rate. Text costs one standard network rate message. Charlie, you are young enough. There were mobile... I'm so old. There were mobile phones. What was the policy at your school, and what do you think the policy should be in schools?
Yeah, so I think this is the right approach. I mean, for me, I think when I was at school, we had these sort of, I think there were Nokia sort of 3310s.
Can we live a little moment in the 33? Can we have a little tribute to the Nokia 3310? Your battery lasted 4 years. Thank you, Nokia.
Exactly, and all you could do is back then you phone, text, or play Snake. I think it was on the phone.
Snake,
that was the big distraction at the time. But now, obviously, smartphones absolutely exploded with new technology, social media apps, and all the rest of it. They are a huge distraction, not only if you're in the classroom and you're texting mates, but also the bullying that can go on, the online
skirting and all of that.
All of this goes on. So I think it's absolutely right now for schools to take a more tougher approach to say, look, we are going to ban mobile phone use in the classroom. You can either, those 4 strands are quite complicated, as you say. You can either ban them completely, or kids hand them in at the start of the day and they get them at the end. But it's up to the schools to decide. But ultimately, parents want their kids to be learning in the classroom, not being distracted.
Bad idea. Yes. But some teachers have said to me, "Oh, yeah, but we use them for calculation. You could buy a job lot of calculators for the maths class. Relax."
Yes.
It's absolute madness. But again, I think it's not even just the classroom. It's crucially, it should be in the playground at lunchtime. And here's the thing, because I don't want to walk past the school playground and see a load of kids looking down at their palms with their mobile phones instead of playing football, playing tag, chatting, having a laugh, human interaction. Any parent who thinks this isn't a good idea, I'm sorry, get a grip. What is going on in your home that you think? And I completely get, though, that you might want to have your kid to have a phone going to and from school. A lot of kids got long journeys. You want to just, sure, I'm just leaving school now, or I'm running late, or you can leave a message saying, look, Auntie Jean's picking you up, or something. I get all of that. But there's no reason, once you're inside the school gate to when you leave the school gate, why you should have any need to have your mobile phone on you.
Exactly. And, the social media should not be a social norm. It is exactly as you say, in the playground, that's when you should be socialising with other kids. That's where you develop communication skills. That's where you develop all kinds of skills to integrate and get on with people, or resolve conflict if there's conflict between people in the playground. It's not, and it shouldn't be a case where people kids turning up to school today thinking, right, what am I going to Instagram? What am I going to text? What am I going to do to...
whose skirt am I going to take a photo up?
Exactly. It is a very, very dangerous and slippery slope if schools don't get on top.
No, exactly. But also, again, helping parents, because some parents do, I'm always fascinated by the parents who say, oh, it's just so hard to say no. I've never had an issue with that. I thought it's my job as a parent to say no when I'm supposed to say no, just gratuitously. But if your child finds it difficult to give out their mobile phone, then that more reason for them to need to give up their mobile phone.